This result means that Nuno is a 6-time champion of the world.
That's your champion, ladies and gents, boys and girls. The boy from Hungary is your champion today. Nancy, take a bow.
Anandi and Nuno side by side, but for the first time in his career, Figo wins the Irish Grand Prix.
Last race was cursed, but today was blessed. Shajiti crosses the line to win the Estonian Grand Prix. Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another round of Ultimate League here in Season 21, round number 7. Looking at the track today, we find ourselves here at the Kazegaura glider, as it is a track situated in Japan. It is a fictional circuit made by Eleanor. It has 18 corners around this circuit, which is definitely quite based on the Iberian circuits such as Barcelona, Portimao, Estoril, Ricardo Toma, all of those tracks from the Iberian Peninsula. As you can see, that start definitely very close to that Barcelona, the first two corners, even the third one is very close. Then we see those turns there right next that kind of just look like the first two turns in Shanghai. And then once again we got more parts that just look a lot like Barcelona, to be honest. It is definitely the main inspiration for this circuit, and yeah, it is a track that has quite a bit of everything here. As we see quite a few hairpins, some slow turns where you have to turn from one side and then to the other, and we got even a few little straights. We got some fast kinks as well, they're not exactly corners, and then you got that ending as well. We got some chicanes at the start and then the ending, a much bigger chicane. It kind of just looks like the ending of the Albert Park circuit. So there's still some time till qualifying, but we have to have a look into the standings before that. As we see here, Figueira still leading the way with Flix in second, and I don't think this will really change until the end of the season, as we see both on time just so far away from everyone else. But something that we need to start looking as we are approaching the end of the season is when will Figueira get that title. As we all know, it's pretty much just a matter of time at this point, as so far the earliest that the driver has won the title was in the round number 8 back in the season 8. That was obviously myself back then, and Figueira could pretty much either beat that or tie that record, let's say. As we see, Figueira would pretty much need to end this race with 96 points lead to Flix, so it is definitely a little bit of a task for that to happen today. Definitely Figueira could be on point to win this championship in the next round. As we see then, Hanadi climbing up into third place here, as Kuba was in third, ended up losing some position as he missed the previous race in order to be in the commentary booth. And then we see here Ozzy definitely doing a good season, also felt me in P5 despite being a reserve, and yeah, then we see also Blank and Corby there still in the top 10. And then in the team standings, on time still continues to lead, and we got LSA starting to get some distance for that second place, and SCP also getting some little distance there in third, but it's definitely not a secure position, as we see SCP, RMC and Mayhem Racing still very close. Then we got Full Force gaining some points on Secret Auto in the previous race, and then you got Lynx Racing probably starting to fall down a little bit. So yeah, without any further ado, let's then get ourselves then into the qualifying session. Alright, so we find ourselves here then in qualifying, and it is very important to note that today's race there are some chances of rain, so that's going to be very, very interesting to see how will things pan out in the end. But as you see, then we got the championship leader right here in the form of Flix. I mean of Figo, as yeah, Figo definitely doing pretty great, as you see him pretty much at the front. But either way, we got a few fill-ins here today. We got, for instance, Kader racing, Luce as well, and also Glow. So yeah, those are let's say, the unusual names here racing today. Also Albon, of course, since he's no longer the main driver, but he's still allowed to race. He was pretty much put out of his team, interestingly enough, and that's been costing Lynx Racing quite a lot, as now their main source of points is now not being present at the team. But either way, we got then Figueira in at his home Grand Prix in the provisional pole, as he's definitely going to be looking to just take some redemption after not being able to win at his previous home race in Motegi. So he's going to try to just get some redemption here today. On a track that kind of looks like a Portuguese track as well, which is also his other nationality. So yeah, as we see then Figo right now in first, and it is Flix then in second place. Once again, he does look to be a front row lockup for one time here today, but as we see, Figueira makes a little mistake there. Now we got Kubo improving, but he's still third place there, as Flix has also got closer to Figo, as we find ourselves now at the final lap of this qualifying session. And so let's see who's going to be able to do it. We got Charge 18 P4, Nandi P6, his teammate F1 Fan is in P5. And so yeah, we got Flix definitely looking to do pretty well here, but let's see if he's doing enough to take that pole position. As we see now, as they go into that final hairpin now, we got the chicane. This large chicane right at the end. Let's see how will things go. Who's going to be taking that pole position? And it is Flix. No, Nandi takes pole position there. A huge surprise there. 42.03. What a lap there from the Hungarian. As you have a look into the starting grid, you got Nandi starting ahead of both one times. Then you got Kubo there in P4, followed by Charziti, then Bamberg Golds, followed then by Suduce and F1 Fan. And then you got Carvid and Blank closing the top 10. Then we see here Kader, Matimar, followed by Klo, Bituko, Sexy Digger. Then you got Hickey Boy, then Albono splitting the Lynx Racing drivers, with Iris starting right at the back. Alright then, here we go. As you see, the drivers are ready. We got the clouds already on the top in the skies here. As you see, a very delayed start here. Let's build the red lights finally come in, and here we go then. And it is go here in Kazegaura, as we got Nandi starting right on the inside with Figo, then Flix right next to him. As we see, the one times will have to be applying a lot of pressure to the Hungarians. We see Kubo getting P4, but now Figo already taking the lead. Flix now into second place, Nandi down into third place. We got Charge GT also very close battling there with Menbergot as he goes off the track there. So it is Nandi then down in third place. We got GT now battling F1 Fan. We also see Blank there right behind. Also F1 Fan trying to put himself into the mix, but he goes into the grass there. We got Blank now taking better of it. He slows down there as we got Mati taking it to do the runoff. Now going side by side with Suduce there as he goes into the grass on the final turn. So a lot of chaos here already. At the start of the race, we got the top 3 starting to get away from the rest, as you got Menbergot leading the chase group here in P4. We got Kubo also right behind. So we got also Matimar and Charge GT there in their own battle, as well as we got now the grid already spreading out. Whereas we got then Suduce trying to battle Blank there for the P8. And then JT also battling Matimar. So yeah, definitely not a good start for Charge GT here. As we see Nandi also down in third place, as we see now the others catching up. We got Menbergot now in P4, then catching the top 3. As you see some little lag here, we got Kubo there in P5, then we see Kader and F1 Fan. Now as we see, yeah, Kader, one of the few drivers to start on the soft tires. And F1 Fan actually starting on the hard, so looking to do something different here, which could definitely be very beneficial, especially on a race where there could be some rain. And we will see how will things go then, as we got then the one times in the first 2 positions, then Kubo now up to P4, then Menbergot in P5. Then we see here Blank battling Matimar, also Suduce right behind. They all following Charge GT, hoping that he can catch up to the top 5. As you see already, we are then into lap number 4. And yeah, so we got this group of 5 drivers in at the front. Just seeing if something will happen or not, or will Nandi just be patient here. We got Flix right now, just pretty much following his teammate, protecting that second place. And protecting the 1-2 as well. As we see now Kubo messing up a little. But can he catch up to that system again? That's the main question now. And I think he might just be able to do it, but I'm not sure really about Membergoat there, as I think he's gonna fall down behind then. In the meantime, we see Chargity and Matimar getting away from the others. We got Blank alone, and then we see F1 Fan and Siluce now in their little group. And then we got the Mayhems here. Kader filling in for the German team today with Sexy Digger there in P11. Then you got Parvid and Bo making a little sandwich there with Vituko. They are currently outside of the top 10. As you got two Blank with a mistake there, definitely on his own. Turned way too early to the corner, now just getting caught up there I think by a F1 Fan, or at least very close to that. As we see this little group of 4 drivers right now. Just changing each other, just following each other here in about the further the lead. As you got then Membergoat just trying to catch back up. Then we see Blank there alone. Now we got Kader heading to the pit. So first pit stop of the race from Kader. He's starting on the soft tires. Now he's going deep into the hard. So maybe hoping that the undercut is going to work well. But he's actually going to have to get past Eurist first. As we see so far then, F1 Fan in P9. We got Sexy Digger and Corvi there with Pituko. Also Blow in P14. As we see, looks like Matumar is looking to go into the pits very soon. In the meantime, at the front, I'm seeing in the minimap, they're all very compact here at the front. So there could have to be some battling going on. And now we see Matumar then going into the pits. He was also on the soft tires. And then you see a F1 Fan now on the hard tires. Maybe he's starting to get better tires than the mediums. That could be a possibility, as you see it's still here at the front. They're all very compact, they're just following each other, but they're drifting very, very close here. As maybe Nani's gonna have a look somewhere, but yeah, then we see here now Flix opening the door. Nani's gonna take the space, he takes second place now. Kubo happy to first, and then it's Flix down in P4 then. So we got a little change. Flix is probably gonna try and get past Kubo and Hernandi. We see now Hernandi just try to find a way to pass. As Membergoat goes into the pits then. That's it. Yes, that could be risky actually, as we saw the clouds, but now the sun is coming back. So I think the drivers will probably feel safer to pit. So we see now Kubo going side by side with Hernandi. This could be dangerous though. That could allow for Figueroa to just get away. And as you see now, Hernandi managed to defend that one well without breaking the sweat. As we see Kubo just trying to keep that third place from from Flix. I'm just switching the names quite a lot, I don't know why. But as we see now, Flix goes up the inside of Kubo. But Kubo kept his cool. As we see now the drivers then going into the pits. They were all on the mediums. We see Hernandi on the mediums while the others going to the hard tires. In the meantime, we see F1 Fan was the only driver to start, one of the 2 drivers to start on the hard tires then. Now taking the lead temporarily. We see now Flix ended up on the inside of the grass. Now we got Membergoat just getting very close to him. Membergoat is going for another set of mediums. We see him not running the smoothest there. And then we got Matimar with Charge GT also in their own battle for P7 at the moment. Well, at least on their slipstream train. But they have Flix now. Things are definitely not looking all that great. You see now F1 Fan almost messing up there, but he already got passed by the top 3 in this race so far. As we got Hernandi right now just trying to take the lead. Figo tries to fight back there. And all of this battling is just very beneficial for Flix and Membergoat as well. As we see F1 Fan in the middle there. Kubo takes the lead of the race now. Hernandi still in second. Flix there in P4. Now catching back up into that lead group. Then we see F1 Fan just trying to stay on that slipstream, but this is going to cost Membergoat probably the slipstream, I think. And I think it has done exactly that, as we see now Figo going side by side with Hernandi as they go almost 3 wide, but Figo backs out. Hernandi takes the lead around the outside. That was an amazing move there by the Hungarians. We see now Flix going pretty wide here as we see Can Hernandi get away there. As we got Kubo right now in second place. Figo just trying to take that second place as they go then side by side into turn 1 now, into turn number 3 and 4. As Figo takes now second place, but I think he's gonna catch Hernandi. I believe it could just be because of that turn 5 and 6 just being very slow corners, which allows for the fact to just get a lot closer. As we see now Figo just absolutely slowing down there. Jesus Christ, it was quite drastic. As we see now Hernandi down in third place. We see Ben Bergold also up there. But some amazing battling here at the front right now. But now I think, yeah, things are just starting to slow down once again. We see F1 fan finally going into the pits in the background. As Nutty now takes second place. So yeah, as we see now Figo just slowing down quite a lot here. Nutty heading second. Flix now just trying to take that second place as we see there. We have a little looking to the inside. But yeah, not much happening in the meantime. With all of this battling, we see RGT and Mattimar just starting to catch into this group. Here they go then. JT is on the hard tires, so would be looking to be on a very good position. But yeah, so we got then a massive group of 7 drivers in the lead group. You see Mattimar probably not having the best of seasons, getting himself up there. Just trying to hold on. Then we see the other drivers. We got F1 fan who's just pitted, just trying to make a recovery as he obviously got overcutted or undercutted by a few drivers. We see then here we got Flix now just trying to take the lead. Now Kubo goes up to third. So we see the battle continuing here. Flix now leads the way. Hernandi and Kubo, the ex-teammates, go then side by side. Now Figo's gonna try and swap positions with his teammate there. As Flix goes wide, he goes down into P4. Well, there was probably not a great swap there for them, but Figo's leading the way. But it's probably the main point is when he gets closer to just get away, essentially. But until Figo doesn't break away from that slipstream range, he's not gonna be looking to get away then. As we see, but yeah, obviously the main concern for the other drivers is that Figo gets away from that slipstream range. If that happens, he just pretty much gets that win. But we see Kubo now going side by side with Flix. That could be very dangerous though, as we see the distance starting to get created there. And I think this could be it for Figo. We see now Kubo in second place, but Flix is definitely going to try and battle Kubo to slow down these drivers and allow for Figueira to just get away with the win then. So as we were talking about this, it ended up happening right after. As we see now Flix getting a little bit of a slow down as we see the clouds coming in. There's Kubo now in second place, but I think he's going to get caught up by Flix. Yeah, I think he's getting that slipstream. Figo is still close though, but it's just not. Kubo is just not on that slipstream range. In the meantime, we see Ben Bergold is already pitted. Same with Mattimar, so it's now only a group of 5 drivers here at the front. As we see Chargity now in P4 with Hernandi there in P5. Now in the meantime, we see Flix now just trying to take that second place as now the clouds will go away. And we're gonna have some open skies once again. But yeah, the weather is definitely a little bit unstable today. The rain is being threatening here as well. Let's see if it's actually going to appear in this race or not, as we got Kubo then following Flix for that second place. And I think Flix is going to be happy to just stay in second place to allow for his teammate to win yet another race. As Flix pretty much is looking to finishing second in the championship, so this has pretty much been a perfect season for one time, that is for sure. As we see now Kubo and Chargity staying out on the hard tires as the others goes into the pits then. And then he definitely got a little bit compromised in this stint as he went for the mediums. But now this is the chaos that's going to start here. We see Flix and Nani ended up in the middle of this pack now. We got the likes of Corby, the Sexy Digger, and Blank also being in the way pretty much, so some huge obstacles to go through in this first stint for Hernani and Flix. So this is pretty much helping Figo quite a lot, as he has clean air. And definitely gonna help Kubo and Chargeti as well. So things just looking interesting here. I feel like Flix and Hernani may have just shot himself on the foot here. As in the meantime, looks like Gather has gone and into the pits, and he has retired his car then. So first DNF of today. We see here Hernani and Flix. Then right now in P6 and P7. I think in front of them will be the Star Goats, Blank, and the Member Goats. Blank still yet to make that second pit stop though. But now he's just happy slipstreaming his teammates. As it seems like Kubo and Chargeti has decided to stay out a little bit longer. So that is quite interesting there. He's trying to get a bit of a tire offset, so but now finally they then going to the pits. We got Shitty then going into the mediums, Kubo going into the mediums as well, so that they're going to be trying to catch these drivers at the front. We see Member Goat now up into second place, as Plank has gone into the pits then. And yeah, then you see F1 fan there in P8. Now there's only 15 laps to go to the end. Actually 16 laps to go. But yeah, things have definitely slowed down quite a lot now. But we have definitely seen quite a lot of action so far in this race. As yeah, so currently the situation is Figo leads the way 2 seconds ahead of Member Goat, who's now got caught up by Hernandi and Flix, as you may have seen, as we got now F1 fan catching the slipstream of Matimar. And obviously it looks like yeah, Member Goat already lost those 2 positions, so Hernandi stays in second, Flix is in third. And it's a 2-second difference between Hernandi and Figo. And it does look like Hernandi went for the mediums again. Interesting stuff going on as you see them sort of mixing up, but it's probably just a recording here. He's got Figo just getting some distance. Here we see Kubo with Chargeti there, so yeah, battling for a spot in the top 5. And Shitty definitely has definitely been a bit off on the back foot in this season, just being left a lot more chill and not taking this season all that serious. Yeah, the same cannot be said about Figo and Flix here. They definitely came here to conquer. He's got Flix then in that second place, but as we see, makes a huge mistake there. Right on his own, as we see Hernani then taking second place. Now Member Goat goes up into third place, as he got his first ever podium in the previous race, and now that puts him in the battle for the top 3 in the standings actually, as he dives into the pits. And yeah, now we got Hernani then alone in second place there, Flix in third. So we may have a bit of a race battle between these 2 drivers. As Hernani goes then up into second. And we got Flix there, who Hernani may have done a mistake I think, because Flix just got a lot closer and he's immediately caught up to him, so that's gonna get away. Did it exactly lasted all that long? And you see then Hernani then still in second place, but now he has drivers behind him. We got Shitty, Flix and Kubo there in this group. Let's see, as we see now Hernani is trying to defend Flix, looking to attack. As you got JT might be and also maybe trying to look up for something. But yeah, the gap already 3 seconds to figure. As we see now Flix is going side by side. JT is going to go through both of them. Amazing move from JT then, up into second place. Absolutely caught them sleeping. I mean, they were not exactly sleeping, but they were too focused on each other that they just opened up the space to JT, and he absolutely took it. Now we got also Kubo up into third place. And then it was the Trudeau's Hamilton type of moment there for Chargeti there. As we got now Hernani maybe falling down in this group here. Look at him. He's falling behind, but I think JT made a mistake and caused a little bit of a pileup there. So Hernani is back into this pack, the chasing pack. as everyone except Flix will be trying to catch Figo, because we see now Kubo just going up the inside and he takes second place then. Yeah, now we see Flix also looking to get past Char JT. You see them, oh my god, they might just go freeway, but JT just slows down as we see almost for a while there. Flix loses all of the positions as Hernandi dives into the pits, and that might be a very interesting time to just go for an undercut, as they're all battling like crazy, and this could work well for Hernandi. As we see now the clouds coming in, we see Garvin and Blank right ahead of him, with 2 pit stops only. But in the meantime, we also got Manbergo, who's definitely been doing a very different strategy this time, in a different way. Instead of just doing overcuts, he's doing undercuts, and probably pits one more time as well. And so yeah, we cut him in P5 as we see now the rain coming in! The rain appears, but it is light rain. We don't know if it's gonna stay or not, as we see Figo didn't really have the chance to pit, as he was already past his pit entry. And now cut him, he's gonna have to slide and skate through this track for an entire lap. But look at him just going very slowly there, he has no pace, and then he goes up to second place. But he's on the hard tires, and you can see the difference in pace between the slicks and the inters, as you see then Kubo now just looking to get fly past Hernandi. We got also GT trying to do the same. Hernandi cannot really do anything about it. But now the main question is, it's gonna be Figo, as you see Kubo with the huge mistake there. JT is gonna take third, but look at Figo just desperately just trying to enter the pits. Well, here he goes, finally. Gonna change his tires, but he's just gonna still be in the lead. Looks like he's not gonna be. He's gonna be down in P4. So Figo pits. JT is in the lead. We've got Flix probably gonna try and slow down these drivers to allow Figo to quickly catch back to these drivers. Now he's gonna have a little bit of an advantage, of course, with the tires, but definitely not as useful as having that gap at the front that he had before. In the meantime, looks like, I think it's Glow. They might be looking to with tires. I think he's having some connection issues. But yeah, with this we got the Lynx Racing just getting some free positions. In the meantime, we see this freeway battle continuing here with GT a little bit behind. We got Flix just trying to not push Figo out of the track on that final turn. And now it is the home hero then, back at the front, with Flix in second place. So in the end, things have gone well for them, as we see Hernandi definitely getting the short end of the stick as he tried to go for the undercut, but in the end he got incredibly unlucky, to be honest. So he's down in P8 at the moment. So yeah, huge bad luck, as we see the rest of the grid just being quite close, to be honest, but there's been a lot of battling at the front. So that definitely does help quite a lot here. In the meantime, looks like Figo's just trying to get away once again. We got Kubo, but now managing to catch up to that safety. And here we go then. Figueroa leads the way with Kubo, and they are on their own group, and then you got Flix and JT there in third and P4. So let's see how good things go now, as there's only 6 laps to go to the end of the race. It does look like they are getting closer, as you see now Kubo just taking back the lead. But now look at Figo now, just trying to go up the inside there. Kubo just trying to keep that lead of the race, but Figo is going to go around the outside, which will now be the inside into the hairpin. I think Figo will definitely do it, as we see then he takes a little bit of that grass, as we see now the rain just intensifying, which will be good for the likes of Suzuki and Matimar, who are on the wet tires. So let's see if they're gonna be able to benefit from that, as we see now, oh my god, Chargity and Flix just absolutely messing up that second turn, going a little bit off the track as we got more lag here. Did we see Hernandi just trying to gain some position against Plague and Corville, but still, at the end of the day, P6 would really not be a good result for Hernandi, but definitely not his fault, I would say. In the meantime, we got Kubo with Figo at the moment. Kubo maybe just waiting for Figo maybe just waiting for the final lap to try and pass Figo. Maybe hopefully win the race that way. As we see then, Figo kind of looks to be going a little bit slow there. I think. Kind of weird. Or maybe he's driving normally. But as you can see, oh my god, Jesus, what is Figo doing? Figo going absolutely slow. And look at how much terrain that Flix and GTF gain on them. Look at that, Figo's just slowing down on the straight. I wonder if that's really allowed. As you see then, Figo looking just to lead the way, and as we see now, Flix just looking to pass Kuba, but he goes into the grass there. But as you can see, Figo's got away once again. So a cheeky tactic by Figo, but he has definitely worked so well for them. But in the meantime, look at Flix and JT. In the meantime, we got Manbergold putting himself into the fight for the podium. So things are just looking very, very interesting here. Figo just looking for yet another race win. Kubo still very close though, but he needs to nail these next few corners if he wants to catch up to that slipstream of Figo. Because I think we're gonna have a massive battle for third place here. As we got Shitty getting overtaken by these two drivers. Now Manbergold is back to third place. Is he gonna be able to take a back-to-back podium or not? That's the main question here. As we see, the rain has already ended, but there's still a lot of water on the track right now. As Kubo looks to be taking that second place. And I think he will be happy with it, to be honest. As we see then JT now trying to put himself back on the podium, which has only been in the first round, I believe. But there are just 2 laps to go here. Things in the end did gone well, pretty well for Figo. But I'm really not sure about that slowing down tactic there. That was quite drastic, to be honest, in my opinion. But either way, Figo is about to get that white flag, which indicates that he's going to go into the final lap then. So Figo already started the final lap. You see Flix with a huge mistake there. Shitty takes third. Manbergold is up into P4, so it's just 1 lap to go. You see Manbergold getting a little bit of a slowdown. Flix will take that 4th place. As you see then, now it looks like it's going to be a JT versus Flix battle. The ex-teammates from season 17 now battling each other for the last podium position, as Figueira is going to be looking to cross the line to take the win at this home Grand Prix. So redemption is done, but as we see now, the battle still goes on for 3rd place. As we see JT with the inside line as Figo crosses the line then to take the race win. Bube will take 2nd place, but who's going to be 3rd then? As we see, and I think it's going to be JT. JT takes 3rd. As we see, Flix definitely not happy. He's going to take P4. Then you got Manbergold followed by Corvid, and then we see the other drivers then finishing their races. No, look at that, look at Albo, no. Oh my god, he ended up the race going backwards there. Then we see Ricky Boy right now in P15. And then you see still a very rusty Purist here in P16. As I think he's gonna be the last of the finishers. But we didn't see Glow and Keller. They were the 2 DNFs from this race. So looking back at the results, we see then Figueira with the race win, Kubo in 2nd with the fastest lap, and then GT getting himself back into the podium. Then we got Flix with Manbergold and Corvid, and then we have Nandi there, followed then by Blank, and then we got Sexy Digger and Suduce. Then we see here Matima followed by Fontaine, Bituko, Alborno, Ricky Boy and Jurist. And then you got Glow and Kader, then with being the 2 DNFs of this race. And so that's it for today's races, and for the next round we're going to be moving towards Denmark to race at the Upper Island circuit. So we'll see you there, until the next time, and goodbye.